Namaste everyone. Welcome to the last session of workshop of Chitrakavya, Sanskrit Chitrakavya. Today we will be going through different kinds of Chitrakavya, exact Chitrakavya. So actually Chitrakavya is an umbrella term that comprises of a lot of different kinds of poetry, Sanskrit poetry. We have been seeing those Chitrakavyas because Chitrakavya, the term itself says a variety of kavya, variety of padya, variety of poetry. So it comprises of a lot of different kinds of poetry, such as we have seen Samasya Purti, the shloka in dialogue forms, Kuta shloka. Then we have seen the Prahelikas. So these actually all of these kinds make it the umbrella term called Chitrakavya. But the types which will be dealt with today, they are really unique to Sanskrit language. So we find a lot of puzzles or riddles in English. We find a lot different kinds of poetry in other languages as well. But these kind of Chitra kavyas, Chitrabandha kavyas, these are unique to Sanskrit literature, and there might be some there might be these kind of poems in other South Indian languages. I'm not aware of it. If you come across such padya in your own mother tongue, please let me know, please enlighten me. But as far as I know, these kind of Chitrabandha kavyas, or the kinds which we are dealing today, these are unique to Sanskrit literature. Therefore, today's session is going to be a unique one. It is going to be enriching experience for all of us. Even for me, while preparing the notes, while editing all the material, I really enjoyed the process. And personally, this is the highest kind of pleasure for me to be able to decode these kind of shlokas, to be able to read these kind of shlokas. So today we are going to deal with the poetry called as Chitrabandha Kavya, the padyas that are called as Chitrabandha Kavya. So Chitra can again be translated or interpreted as variety or a picture. Chitra is also a picture. Chitra can also be translated as a variety. So Chitra Bandha, and Bandha means bounding or creating, so or limiting it with some kind of boundaries. So Chitra Bandha, a design. These are unique designs in the Sanskrit poetry. So this form of poetry shows this kind of poetry shows the highest brilliance of human intelligence. These are the most poetries. As we go ahead, as we see all the shlokas, you will agree with me that these are the highest brilliance of human intelligence. And I would like to reiterate the brilliance or the intelligence of Sanskrit poets, because we have seen Avadhanam, the art of Avadhanam, and many poets, even today, there are many poets who perform these kind of poetries, who create these kind of poetries on the spot in the live Avadhanam, live shows of Avadhanam. So this is again the pleasure point, or this is again the most enthusiastic point, or most astonishing point in the Sanskrit poetry. So these are the Chitrabandha Kavyas, and it is a kind of poetry where each syllable in the verse is picturesquely patterned. So there are some patterns, bandha. There are some patterns in which we can fit that shloka. For example, there is the flower there in the shape of flower. You can fit that shloka in the shape of flower. You can fit that shloka in the shape of snake, and you can read it exactly how it is in the verse form. Then there are Muraja Bandha. So you can fit that shloka in the Muraja form. So for example, there is this square, then you put it there, and even with different the different design, for example, going crisscross, going vertically, going horizontally, going from right hand side to left hand side, you can read the same shloka in the same form. So even though there are different words, there are different syllables, but syllables are arranged in such a way that you can read that particular shloka with different designs. You can read that particular shloka with different patterns. So Murachabandha is 1, 2, 3. So if it is E in your horizontal line, it will be E only in your vertical line. I'm sorry, in the diagonal line. So these kind of chitrabandhas are there. And there are again the kind of chitrabandha where they form two meanings simultaneously. For example, there is a Ramakrishna Viloma Kavya. So at the same time, the same shloka can be applicable to Rama, the same shloka can be applicable to Krishna, with different, while breaking the sandhis differently, breaking the words at different positions, you can extract two meanings simultaneously in one shloka. Then there is this Viloma or Anuloma Viloma Kavya, where Anuloma is going from left hand side to right hand side. You can, if you read that line in the same design, you will get to read the shloka. If you read the line from other way around, you will read the same line. The position syllables are positioned in such a way that from both the sides the line is the same. We are going to see these kind of shlokas ahead. Then there are some verses that are monosyllabic. There is only one consonant used. For example, na or ra or the. There are many shlokas that are monosyllabic. Only one consonant is used, and the whole shloka possesses that one consonant only. Then there are dvyakshara, disyllabic. Only two syllables are used. Only two consonants are used in those shloka. Then some are tongue twisters. Some have the kind of sentence structure. Some have the kind of syllable structure that is a tongue twister for us. So let us see what kind of poetries, what kind of shlokas are there. And again, some of you had one of you had an interest in the Shabdalankara. So these shlokas fall under the umbrella of Shabdalankara. These are the Shabdalankaras. Okay, forming the shloka in different bandhas, chitra bandhas, forming a shloka using only one syllable, forming it using only two, forming it using only one consonant or one vowel. For example, there is only akara is used in whole of the shloka. Different consonants are used, but akara is not used at all. So these kind of shlokas are also there, and that is these are the Shabdalankara. So we'll go to the first verse of the day. So here is this shloka. Tamakhu patra rajendra bhajamadayakam. Tamakhu patram rajendra bhajamadnyanadayakam. Now, if you listen to the shloka, you will realize that both the lines are the same, exactly the same. Tamakhu patram rajendra bhajamadnyanadayakam. Tamakhu patram rajendra bhajamadnyanadayakam. Now, this avagraha is put by me. I have put that avagraha, but in original shloka, if you go and see the original book or in any other Sanskrit books, you don't find this avagraha. I have used it to for you. I mean, for you to understand where is the difference. So both the lines sound same. Both the lines are exact similar. Then what is its use, or how do we decode this shloka? So tamakhu patram rajendra bhajamadnyanadayakam. Tamakhu patram rajendra bhajamadnyanadayakam. The answer lies in two words in the shloka. First word is here, tamakhu patram, and at the end. So first word and the last word, these are two key. These are pairs of words, two pairs of words that are key point. Those are the key points to decode this shloka. So first one, if you decode this shloka, if you break the sandhi involved, it will be tam akhu patram rajendra bhaja ma jnanadayakam. And in the second line, don't break that. Tamakhu patram Rajendra bhaja ma Ajnanadayakam. That ma plus Ajnanadayakam has given rise to a sandhi ma Jnanadayakam. Okay, so both of the lines sound similar, but both of the lines have different meanings. Both of the lines are about different kind of express different emotions. So this shloka might be cited by some guru of some Raja Guru or someone, because this shloka is it is addressed to a king. So first one is Tam Akhupatram Rajendra. Rajendra is a vocative case. It is a sambodhanam. So, O king, Tam Akhupatram Bhaja Tam Ma Jnanadayakam Akhupatram Bhaja. This is the Anvaya in this shloka. This is the construe. The whole complete sentence is Rajendra Tam Ma Jnanadayakam Akhupatram Bhaja. What does that mean? Rajendra, O king, bhaja, worship tam Akhupatram, the god having mouse as his vehicle. Akhupatra is one who uses akhu. Akhu is a mouse, mushaka. Akhu. So one who uses akhu, mouse is vehicle. Patra. Tam Akhupatram Rajendra bhaja ma Jnanadayakam. So who is the god that uses mouse as his vehicle? It is Ganesha. And who is Ganesha? What does Ganesha give? Ganesha bestows us with prosperity. Ma is Lakshmi. So he bestows us with prosperity and knowledge. Jnanadayakam. Ma and Jnana. So prosperity and knowledge. Lakshmi and Saraswati, both. So the first line goes in this way. O king, worship the god having mouse as his vehicle, as it bestows with prosperity and knowledge. Tam Akhupatram Rajendra Tam Ma Jnanadayakam. Ma and prosperity. Dayaka, one who gives. So, O king, worship the god who gives us prosperity and knowledge. And who is that god? That god is Akhupatra. Akhupatra is one who uses his mouse as his vehicle. That is Ganesha. And in the second line, it is a suggestion. It is a teaching to the king. Don't consume tobacco. Tamakhu. Tamakhu patram. Tamakhu patra. So tobacco is made from a kind of leaf. It is a crush of a leaf. So tamakhu patram. Patra is a leaf. Tamakhu patram Rajendra bhaja ma Ajnanadayakam. Don't consume tobacco as it makes person unintelligent. Ma bhaja, as it don't consume. Don't be so engrossed in consuming tobacco. Ma bhaja. Or Rajendra, tamakhu patram Ajnanadayakam tamakhu patram ma bhaja. So don't consume tobacco as it makes a person unintelligent. Don't consume tobacco that makes the person unintelligent. So tam tamakhu patram. So if you break that word tam akhu patram, it will be the first line. Tam akhu patram Rajendra bhaja ma Jnanadayakam. And if you break the last word ma Ajnanadayakam, ma bhaja Ajnanadayakam, it gives you unintelligence, it gives you lack of knowledge, it stills your knowledge. So, O Rajendra, tamakhu patram ma bhaja, tam akhu patram bhaja. This is the message given to a king. Okay. Let's go ahead. Now, we will be seeing Anuloma Viloma Kavyam. So first we'll see what does Anuloma and Viloma means. Okay. In the Anuloma and Viloma, you may observe that Loma is a common word. Loma is a word that comes from the original Sanskrit noun Loman. Loman. So literal meaning is hair on your body. So the hair that cover your body extend extended meaning of Loman can be natural order, because your hair follow a natural order. Hair on your body, they come as some kind of natural order. They are in one direction. They are directed towards a certain direction. So extended meaning or figurative meaning of Loman can be a natural order, a natural direction, one direction that is natural. And Anu plus Loma means Anu is as per. So Anuloma means as per natural order. And Viloma means exact opposite. Opposite matter. So what is Anuloma and Viloma? Anuloma can be a natural order. So in case of reading a shloka, Anuloma can mean, so we read Devanagari from left hand side to right hand side. Devanagari script we are used to, or in I think many of Indian languages, we read our scripts from left hand side to right hand side. So we read like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. So what is Anuloma for us? From left hand side to right hand side, a straight sentences reading in this direction will be the Anuloma order for us, Anuloma. And what is Viloma? Viloma will be from right hand side to left hand side. So reading it like this. Okay. So what is Anuloma and Viloma Kavya? The Kavya, the poetry that can be validly read from left hand side to right hand side, as well as from right hand side to left hand side. So these kind of poems are called as Anuloma Viloma Kavya. We'll see in this case. First, we'll see the Anuloma and Viloma of both the lines, and then we'll go to the meaning. So how it goes? Tam bhu suta mukti mudara hasam vande yato bhavya bhavam daya shrihi shri yadavam bhavya bhatoya devam sauharada mukti muta subhutam. Now if I read it from this was Anuloma, so reading from left hand side to right hand side in a straight manner. Now I will start from opposite direction. I'll start from opposite direction and line as well. So first, tam bhu suta tam. See here, I have given the yes, I have used the color code here. So here on your right hand side page, I have given tam. So tam is tam here, red. So this is the color scheme given. Tam bhu suta mukti mudara hasam. Bhu suta mukti mudara hasam. Here tam bhu suta mukti mudara hasam. Then here vande. So it has anuswara. Vande, blue. Yato. Here it's yato. Here it's yato from right hand side to left hand side. Bhavya bhavam daya shrihi. That visarga we have to assume. Okay. So tam bhu suta mukti mudara hasam vande yato bhavya bhavam daya shrihi. Here shri yadavam bhavya bhatoya devam. See here, shri yadavam bhavya bhatoya devam sauharada mukti muta subhutam. Sauharada mukti muta subhutam. So this is how it goes, Anuloma and Viloma. So we read the same shloka from two opposite directions. From left hand side to right hand side, reading both the lines, from right hand side to left hand side, and from lower position to higher position, from second line to first line in a Viloma manner. Okay, so this is Anuloma and Viloma Kavya. Now we'll see its meaning. Is my voice breaking?
In between it was, but okay. We could hear you.
Okay. So first line, the meaning of first line is tam भूसुताम भूसुता मुक्तिम तम भूसुता मुक्तिम उदारहासम वंदे अहम वंदे I bow down aham vande I bow down to him to whom Frita Bhusuta Muktim. Bhusuta is Sita. Mukti, who freed, who gave Mukti to Sita. Tam Bhusuta Muktim Udarahasam. Udarahasam, whose laughter is deep, whose smile is deep, or whose smile is wide. Udarahasam Vande. So that one day is followed in both the lines from in the first line as well, in the second line as well. Whose avatara is grand. Bhavya Bhavam. Bhava is avatara, creation, his manifestation. It is Bhavya, it is grand. And Yato Dayashrihi. And from whom Daya and Shri. Daya is mercy and Shri is grandeur. Shri is prosperity. Grandeur are born or spread everywhere. So what is the first line? Tam bhuta muktim udarasam vande yato bhavya bhavam daya shrihi. So I bow down to him who freed Sita, whose laughter is deep, whose avatar is grand, and from whom mercy and grandeur are born or spread everywhere. Okay. Then the second line, Shri Yadavam Bhavya Bhato Yadevam Sauharada Mukti Muta Subhutam. Then in second line, the Vande is same, the verb is same. I bow to Krishna, Shri Yadavam Vande. Who is that Krishna? Who is descendant of Yadava dynasty. So Shri Yadavam Bhavya Bhatoya Devam, who is son and lord of the moon. So you know, Rama was a Surya Vamshi, he was the clan of Surya, and Krishna was Chandra Vamshi, he was from the clan of moon. Or Yadavas are from the clan of moon. So, who is the son and the lord of the moon? Bhavya Bhatoya Devam. Then, also free her Sauharada Mukti. So, Sauharada, who is Sauharada? Sauhara is destruction, and Da is one who gives. So, who gives us destruction? The demons. And in case of Krishna, Putana was the demon. She was the witch who tried to harm Krishna. So she was Sauharada. She was harmful. But Krishna freed even her. Krishna gave mukti even to her. So who also freed her, who wanted to end his life. Sauharada mukti. Uta asubhutam. And who is the soul of the universe. Asu is prana, the soul or the life of this universe. So he himself is the life of the whole universe. So and now, so here as we had in our curriculum, that these shlokas, we find these shlokas, going viral on WhatsApp, Facebook, and iterating how the grandeur of Sanskrit, iterating the greatness of Sanskrit. But many of times we are not aware that really these kind of shlokas are there. They are the part of some kind of the whole the whole poetry, and we do not know meaning of them. We do not know how to decode them, and we are unaware about its beauty and unaware about its the creator as well. So this was the effort. I mean, it was one of the thoughts that came to us while making this curriculum, that we should know what is going viral. So Sanskrit being an Indian language, we must be, or we should be aware about its beauty. We should be aware about its meaningfulness as well. So not only forwarding these viral messages, but we also should go and search for its origin, whether they are really meaningful or they are just a cluster of syllables. So this was the effort. This was the purpose behind designing this kind of workshop. And this Anuloma Viloma Kavya, we have the creator is Daivadnya Surya Dasa Kavi, that's some Kavi, and the whole there are some shloka in the same fashion. There are same shlokas in that Ramakrishna Viloma Kavya. So this whole kavya, this whole set of shlokas is called as it is known as Ramakrishna Viloma Kavya. So in Ramakrishna Viloma Kavya, one line is directed towards Rama, one line is directed towards Krishna. So this is Ramakrishna Viloma Kavya. Is there any question?
Namaste, Mahodaye.
Namaste.
In the first shloka, Tam Aku Patram. Here you said Aku is Mushaka. Right?
Yes.
Aku Patram. How do you arrive at?
Akhuhu Patram Yasya Saha Akhupatraha Tam Akhupatram. So one who uses Akhu, Mushaka as vehicle, and that kind of worship that kind of God.
Okay.
It is a Bahuvrihi Samas.
Thank you.
Avagraha means Avagraha.
Avagraha is a sign of Sandhi, kind of Sandhi, and it is optional. So it actually doesn't exist if you go to the original book. In original books, these Avagraha doesn't exist in this shloka, but I have given for your convenience so that you know where to break the Sandhi. It's Ma Ajnanadayakam, therefore it is given there. This S sign is Avagraha.
And also, can we consider this as this first shloka? Can we consider this as Yamakam?
No, Yamaka is actually Yamaka is
the words are
ending with the same.
No, words are repeating. No, Tamaku Patram,
But the whole
Rajendra.
words are repeating. Yamaka can be. I mean, it is limited to some part of poetry, mainly at the end. Shankar. Okay, shall we continue?
Just one quick note. The Chitrakavya was practiced in other languages as well, Tamil, Telugu, and so forth. I don't know if any comprehensive or listing of scholarly works that deals with that, but I put a couple of examples in the chat.
Okay, we'll go through. Yeah, sure, we'll go through. Thank you.
Sure.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, we'll continue. Again, same example of Viloma Kavya, different Kavya from Raghava Yadaviyam. So again, this is a brilliance. This is it is more brilliant because in the first shloka we saw that one line was Rama, first line was for Rama, second line was for Krishna. But in the second shloka, in this Raghava Yadaviyam, reading the shloka from left hand side to right hand side, the whole shloka, it is dedicated to Rama. And if you read the whole shloka from right hand side, from second line to left hand side in the first line, if you read it in Viloma pattern, Viloma design, then it is dedicated to Krishna. So this is even more brilliant kind of composition. So we'll see how it goes. So the first shloka in Anuloma is Vandeham Devam Tam Shritam rantaram, kalam, bhasa, yaha. Ramo, ramadhirapyago, Leela Mara Yodhye Vase. Okay. Now read it and then we'll see the meaning of both the shloka. So it's Sevadheyo Ramalali Gopya Radhi Mara Mora Yassabhalam Yassabhalankaram Taram Tam Shritam Vandeham Devam. So this Vande is to be considered as Vam De. So with Anuswara, with the dot above, Vande. So it's Devam. Okay. So we'll see the Anvaya, the construct of this shloka is given below. So here, Yaha Ramadhihi Apyagaha Ramaha Ayodhye Vase Leelam Ara Tam Kalam Bhasarantaram Shritam Devam Aham Vande. So Aham Vande, I bow down, I pay my obeisance, I bow down to Lord Sri Rama. Tam Shritam Devam Aham Vande. Tam Devam Aham Vande. I bow down to Rama, who with his heart pining for Sita, it's here, Shritam. Tam Shritam Devam Vande. He was in his heart, it was filled with love for Sita. So, who with his heart pining for Sita traveled across Malaya and Sahyadri hills. Apyagaha. Ramadhihi. Ramadhihi, he was always thinking of Sita. So to find Sita, he was Ramadhihi. Rama is a beautiful woman. And for him, he was a Eka Patni. He was having only one wife. So for him, Rama is only his wife. The beautiful woman is only his wife. So Ramadhihi, who was thinking of Sita, continuously thinking about Sita, and he was Apyagaha. So Apya is the word that means the mountain ranges that can be traveled across. So that can be traveled across. So across the travel mountain ranges he traveled. Gaha, one who goes. So he went across Malaya and Sahyadri hills. Apyagaha. Maha. So I pay my obeisance to Lord Sri Rama. I bow down to Lord Sri Rama, who with his heart pining for Sita traveled across the Malaya and Sahyadri hills, Apyagaha Ramaha, and returned to Ayodhya. Ayodhya Vase Leelam Ara. So he traveled across those mountain ranges. He came back to Ayodhya, Sita, and Ayodhya Vase Leelam Ara, and he spent his life in Ayodhya with Leela. So he enjoyed the whole span which was there in Ayodhya. Leelam Ara to get. So he enjoyed. So Leelam Ara is he enjoyed his stay with Sita in Ayodhya. Ramaha Ayodhya Vase Leelam Ara Tam Kalam Bhasarantaram. So he sported his long time with Bhasa, with glory. Bhasarantaram. He sported his time, Tam Kalam Bhasarantaram, Shritam Devam Aham Vande. And I bow down to such God. I bow down to such Lord Rama. So the whole meaning will be, I bow down to Lord Rama, who with his only beautiful wife, who spent his life in an enjoyment. He enjoyed his stay in Ayodhya after killing Ravana. He came back. He enjoyed his stay in Ayodhya. Ayodhya Vase Leelam Ara Tam Kalam Bhasarantaram, and who spent his the whole period of time with glory. That kind of proper I bow down to that kind of prosperous Rama, who was Shrita, who was prosperous, who was grand in his avatar. So I bow down to that Lord Rama. So this is the meaning of Anuloma. Anuloma. Vandeham Devam Tam Shritam Param Palam Bhasayaha Ramo Ramadhirapyago Leela Mara Yodhe Vase. This is dedicated to Lord Rama. Now we'll go to Krishna. We go to Viloma. Okay. So if we it's be Sevadhyeyo Ramalali Godhi Mara Mora Abhalankaram Taram Tam Shritam Vandeham Dev. And Anvaya or construe goes like this. Yaha Sevadhyeyaha Ramalali Gopyaradhi Mara Moraha. So Mara Moraha can be broken down into Arama Uraha. Tam Sabhalankaram Tam Shritam Devam Aham Taram Vande. So Aham Taram Vande. I pay loud obeisance to Lord Shri Krishna. Taram is loudly. I loudly praise Lord Shri Krishna, whose chest is the sporting resort of Shri Lakshmi. Ma is Lakshmi. Even in the first shloka, we saw that Ma means Lakshmi. Ma Arama sporting. So Krishna is Krishna or the Vishnu is said to be with Lakshmi on his chest. So he is Shri Vatsa. So that can be one interpretation. He has a kind of symbol on his chest called as Shri Vatsalanchana. So Shri Vatsalanchana, it is a kind of symbol. It is a auspicious symbol. So he sports Lakshmi on his chest, and figuratively we can say that he always thinks of Lakshmi. Lakshmi is in his heart. So whose chest is the sporting resort of Shri Lakshmi, Ma Aram Uraha, who is fit to be contemplated through penance and sacrifice. Seva Dhyeyaha. He is Dhyeya. He can be meditated upon with seva, with sacrifice, penance and sacrifice. Who fondles Rukmini. So Rama Lali. Rama, again a beautiful woman, and Lali is one who fondles, one who enjoys the company of Rukmini. Rama Lali. And his other consorts. So not only Rukmini, Rama is Rukmini and his other consorts, his other wives, and who is worshipped by the gopis. Gopyaradhi, Gopi Aradhi. So one who is worshipped by the gopis and who is decked with jewels radiating splendor. Sabha Lankaram. Tam Shritam Devam Aham Taram Vande. That I bow down to that kind of great Shritam Devam, the great Lord Krishna. And see in chat that which is the word for Ravana in line 1. So line 1 doesn't give the word. We have to omit.
We couldn't hear you. Can you repeat that?
We have to assume it. In chat, I received a which is word for Ravana in line 1. So in line 1, we do not have an explicit mention of Ravana, but we have to assume that the time period in Ayodhya is described, and that time period is after killing Ravana. So after they came back to Ayodhya, it was their Ayodhya Vase Leelam Ara. So that line is one who enjoyed his life in Ayodhya after coming back, crossing the mountain ranges. So he came back all the mountain ranges, Malaya and Sahyadri. He came back, he went to Ayodhya, and then he enjoyed his stay at Ayodhya. So there is no explicit mention of Ravana, but we have to assume that. Okay. Is there any question? Other question? Okay, I suppose now we have Varna Chitra is the amusement using consonants, varnas, using syllables. So the astonishing kind of syllables. I'll just read the question. I'll read the whole. I'm sorry. I read the whole shloka first, and let me know what kind of varna chitra, what do you observe about this shloka from you. So I'll read the whole shloka first. Kakhagaughang achichauja jhanyo tauthi dadandhanaha tatho dhin papharba bhirmayo rilva shisham saha. So what do you observe about this kavya? Why is it Varna Chitram? Can you tell me?
Whole Varnamala is there.
The whole Sanskrit Varnamala, all the consonants are used in the same sequence in here. And even after that, the whole shloka is meaningful. So it's ka, kha, ga, gha, nga, cha, cha, ja, jhaya, cha, cha, ja, jhaya, ta, tha, da, dhana, ta, tha, da, dhana, pa, pha, ba, bha, ya, ra, la, va, sha, sha, sa, ha. The whole Varnamala is here. The whole alphabetical order is here in the shloka, and it is exact order, ka to ha. In Sanskrit, we have ka to ha. And this shloka is found in Saraswati Kanthabharanam. This is a book on poetics that treatise. That book doesn't mention from where does this shloka come. So we do not know its origin. Now we'll see the meaning of this shloka. So, kaha, khagaughang, achichauja, jhan, nyaha, atauthi, dadandhanaha, tatha, udadhin, papharba, abhihi, mayaha, arilva, shisham, sahaha. Okay, so this shloka about a Mayasura, if you have heard the name of Mayasura, this shloka is about Mayasura, and the whole shloka describes about him. And in first line, it is asked who is this kind of person, and in the end, the word is given Mayaha, arilva, shisham, saha. Ash arilva shisham saha. So kaha, khagaughang. I have given the piece of paper here. I have given a screenshot here. This is a Sanskrit commentary on this shloka. If those who are interested, you can go through, and those who can read and understand Sanskrit, they can go through the details about the words and how they are designed, how they are grammatically correct. So with Paninian Sutras, they have given the explanation. I won't go into the details because we don't have enough time right now, and we do not have that kind of audience, because we have designed this workshop for all the stages. So we'll won't go into the detail of this commentary. We'll just see its meaning. So who is the one? All the birds. Khagaughang. Who is
your voice seems to be breaking. voice is a bit unclear.
Okay. 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 Is it better now?
Yes, it seems that.
Hello.
Yes,
I'll,
now
I'll,
it's better.
okay. I'll keep my video off.
Okay.
I request all the participants to keep their videos off so that we will have an uninterrupted session. Yeah. So who is the one who gathered all the birds? Kaha, who, khaga ugham. Who is the one who gathered all the birds? Khaga means the bird. Khaga ugham, achit chaujaha. Achit chaujaha, whose intellect can't be overpowered and who is adept in stealing others' strength. Jhanyaha. Achit chauja jhanyaha. Atauthi dadandhanaha, who is master in deeming the glory of soldiers on the battlefield. Tathodhi. So dandhanaha, atauthit adandhanaha. So he is the steadfast and fearless. Abhihi. So abhihi is in the second line. The fearless. Abhihi. And one who filled the ocean. Tatha udadhin paparbha. Udadhi, the ocean, paparbha, filled. And the one who filled the ocean. And the answer is given. Mayaha. Abhihi maya. Maya. Shisham sahaha, whose blessings destroy all the foes, whose blessings destroy all the enemies. Arilva ashisham sahaha. Ashisham sahaha. Arilva, whose blessings destroy all the foes, all the enemies. So in this shloka, we have all the consonants in Sanskrit and that too in the same sequence, ka to ha. Okay. Now, the next shloka, next padya, it is from Bharavi's Kiratarjuniyam. Kiratarjuniyam, it is one of the Mahakavyas, 5 Mahakavyas in Sanskrit. Okay. This is Ekaksharam. Again, many of you might have come across this shloka. It is Ekaksharam, having only one syllable. It is monosyllabic verse, monosyllabic padya. Nano nanunno nunno no, na 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 nanu, nunno nunno nanunne no, na ne na nunna nunna nutta. So only one syllable is used, only one akshara is used, na akshara is used, and again it is a meaningful shloka. Again, I have given the Sanskrit commentary that expresses how to break the words, how to get the sandhi, and it also gives you the etymology of some words. It explains the shloka in a grammatical way. But as we do not have that kind of audience, we are not at advanced level of Sanskrit. We haven't designed this syllabus for advanced level of Sanskrit. We are just at the beginning level. So I won't explain the whole commentary. Those we will be sending the notes to you. So those who are interested, they might read all the whole commentary here. I'll just explain the meaning of that. So na no nanunno ho, na unanunno ho nunnaha. So O manifest one, na 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 na. So it's O manifest one, manifest ones. So this shloka is found in the 15th canto, 15th sarga of Kiratarjuniyam, and this shloka in that 15th canto, in that 15th sarga, in that 15th sarga, the fight between Shiva and Arjuna is going on. You know, Arjuna was paying penance for, or he was doing tapa for Pashupatastra in Mahabharata, and Kiratarjuniyam deals with that storyline. It goes on that storyline, and for earning Pashupatastra, Arjuna had to fight. Arjuna had to perform a battle. He had to go through the battle with Shiva. And this canto, this particular verse comes from the sarga, comes from the chapter that deals with that fight. So here you have the Sena, the whole army of Shiva, the whole army of Arjuna, and this shloka is it has that genre. So, O many-faced ones. So this is addressed to the army. So, O many-faced ones, he is certainly not a man. So this is addressed to the army of Arjuna. Arjuna addresses this to his own army. So he is explaining about Shiva. So he is certainly not a man. So Nanu certainly, who is defeated even the weakest of himself. And he is also not a man, na ana, who kills the weaker than himself. Nunno naha. Nunna unaha. Unaha is weaker one, nunna is viddha. So killing. The one whose leader is not defeated is undefeated. So the army the leader of whom is not defeated, that army is not defeated. It is an undefeated. So the one whose leader is not defeated is undefeated even after that army is defeated. So even the leader is alive. When the leader is alive, the army, the group of soldiers is said to be winning one. So it is a winning one whose leader is alive. So the one whose leader is not defeated is undefeated even after he is defeated. Nunno. Then nunnaha anunnaha. So who kills even the completely defeated, nunna nutta, is not seenless. Na nena. Okay, this is a complicated one, I know, but we won't go into the details. This is just to show you that this shloka also has a meaning. It is a meaningful shloka, but it is composed using only one syllable. It is a monosyllabic words, and we have this commentary here. So those who are interested, they might read this commentary when you would get these notes. Okay. Then we have shloka. In Kiratarjunyan's 15th canto, this 15th sarga comprises of all kind of. So you will find monosyllabic shloka, disyllabic shloka. Then you will find the anuloma, find the shloka in Chitrabandhas. So that 15th canto is a special one. Then we have Dvyakshara, the shlokas that have only two syllables. Bhuri bhir bhira bhi bheri re bhibhira bhra bhiru bhiri bhairi bhaha. So only bha and ra are used. And this is from Maghakrita Shishupala Vadham, again one of the 5 Mahakavyas. So it is from Shishupala Vadham, which is composed by a poet called as Magha. So this is this shloka is from I think from 22nd canto from Shishupala Vadham. Again, that 22nd canto possesses these kind of Chitrakavya everywhere. Okay, so we'll break the shloka. Bhuri bhihi, bhari bhihi, bhiraihi, bhubharaihi, abhire bhire, bheri re bhibhihi, abhrabhaihi, abhihi, abhirubhihi, ibhairibhaha. Okay, so the fearless elephant, bhuribhihi, bharibhihi, the fearless elephant which seems like a weight on the ground, bhuribhihi, bharibhihi, bhiraihi, bhubhara. Bhubhara is like a weight on ground. So the fearless elephant, which seems like a weight on ground because of its weight. So elephants are huge, so they are like the bhar, they are like the huge weights on the ground because of its weight, whose voice is like a drum, bheri re bhi bhi hi, whose voice, bheri means the drum, so bheri re bhi bhi hi, because of its weight, whose voice is like a drum and which is like a black cloud, abhra bhaihi, is attacking another enemy elephant, abhire bhire. So those elephants, this is again the battle between Shishupala and Krishna. So this is the description of battleground where two elephants are coming in front of each other, they are fighting with each other. So see the shlokas that are shabda, that have shabdalankara, the shlokas that are Chitrakavya, they are not meaningfully, meaning wise they are not that great. So even here you may observe that this shloka is great in its word syllables. It is only great on its outer structure. In its inner structure, it doesn't express any kind of spatial meaning. We have been seeing the shlokas that had the spatial meanings that were really really surprising and astonishing, amazing from meaning point of view. These kind of shloka, most of the times they are amazing only from the outer structure. From their outer structure, they are really amazing, but they might not express that kind of great meaning. Right? They might describe some simple situation very straightly, so in a straight manner. No lakshana vyanjana, no any kind of sarcastic saying, no any kind of sugar pill or sugar coated saying. It's just a straight statement. It is just a straight simple description of the battleground, but this is amazing from its outer structure. From its outer structure is really unique one. Then vakra jihvam, that means the tongue twister. Putra netraya trishatra shatrave gotra jatraya gotratrete namo namaha. This is the salutation to Gotratru. Gotratre te namo namaha. Gotratru, go means the cows, and Tratru, trata means one who protects. So namo namaha. Hey Gotratre te namo namaha. So I bow down salutations to the Gotratru, that is Vishnu or Krishna, who bears the sun Mitra and moon Atriputra as his eyes. Mitra Triputra Netraya. Mitra and Atriputra, that is sun, is one eye is his one eye is the sun, his one eye is the moon. So Mitra Triputra Netraya Trayi Shatrava Shatrave. Trayi means the Vedas, the three Vedas, three major Vedas. So Trayi Shatrava. The enemies of Vedas, the asuras, the demons are the enemies of Vedas. And in this particular context, Hayagriva was the demon who had kind of stolen, or who had bound the Vedas in his palace. So he was the one who was really the enemy of Vedas. So he is the enemy of Vedas. So, who is the enemy of demon Hayagriva, who is in the opposition to the Vedas. Trayi Shatrava Shatrave. And he is Gotrari Gotra Jatru or Gotra Jatra. So, Gotrari Gotra Jatru. So, he is the protector, who is the protector, Jatra, or only Tra, Gotraja, Tra means protector, Gotraja, born in a clan, Gotrari. Gotrari is again, Gotrari means the family of Indra, the clan of Indra. So, who is the protector of all the clans of Indra? Gotrari Gotra Jatru. Gotrari Gotra Jatra. That is, he is protector of all the suras or gods. So, this shloka is attributed to Vishnu, Lord Vishnu, or we can also say it is attributed to Lord Krishna. Okay. Then again, we will not spend a lot of time in decoding this shloka exactly. We'll see its meaning for sure. But here we have akara bandha. So this shloka can have, it can be read from different combinations, from different kind of chitra bandha. So we'll first read the shloka. This is again from Kiratarjunia's 15th canto, the same. Deva kani nikavade vahika kahiva bhaka nisvabhavya vyabhaswani. Okay. Now, akara bandha is again akara, a structure, a kind of form, shape, and bandha is bounding. So you can read this shloka in different akara bandha. We'll see how. So first one is ardha brahmakara. Ardha brahma, ardha is half, brahma, circle. So in a half circle, you can read the same shloka. See here how it is. Devakani nikavade. So I have written every charana in one line, in one horizontal line. So Devakani nikavade. 2 charanas, I'm sorry. So it's Devakani nikavade. Devakani nikavade. Coming back here, Vahika swakahiva. Vahika swakahiva. Then kakarebha bhare kaka. Here kakarebha bhare kaka. Then nisvabhavya vyabhasvani. Nisvabhavya vyabhasvani. This is called as ardha brahmakara. This kind of structure is called as ardha brahmakara. Then the same shloka has sarvato bhadra. Sarvato bhadra means it is again, you can read the shloka in anuloma pattern and as well as in viloma pattern. So devakani nikavade. Devakani nikavade. Vahika swakahiva. Vahika swakahiva. Kaka rebha bhare kaka. Kaka rebha bhare kaka. Nisvabhavya vyabhasvani. Nisvabhavya vyabhasvani. Okay. We'll see the meaning. So devakanini kavade vahika. Oh man, this is the battlefield which excites even the gods. It is not mere battle of words, kavade. Here the men fight and risk their lives, vahika swaswakahiva. Not for themselves but for the sake of others. Vahika swaswakahiva. The field is dangerously filled with mad and intoxicated elephants. Kaka rebha bhare kaka. Those who eager to fight and even those eager to survive, but not fight, have to also fight. So those here eager to fight and those who are not eager to fight, those who are eager to survive, but they have to. Both of these kind of people have to fight in this battlefield. This is again a straight statement about the battlefield, the straight statement describing what kind of battlefield it is. And so here no charming or no meaning, a charmful meaning is not there. But this verse is charmful for its ardha brahmakara, sarvato bhadra, and etc. Okay. Again, in addition to ardha brahmakara and sarvato bhadra, there was a note that this sarvato bhadra and gomutrika represent battle formation, that is vyuha. So why this shloka is why this verse padya is designed in a sarvato bhadra pattern or the ardha brahmakara pattern, because these patterns stand for a battlefield. In the battlefield, if you know the vyuha, how the battlefield is design of battlefield in the ancient times, the formations, there were these Brahmakara and Sarvabhadra kind of formations of both the armies. Both the soldiers of both the parties would take the formations that is similar to Sarvatobhadra or similar to Ardha Brahmakara. So a vyuha, so standing like this or standing like opposite to each other, so facing each other. So therefore, this shloka is expressed in Sarvatobhadra and Ardha Brahmakara. This is again, it was a note by some scholar, an anonymous note. I read it in somewhere that this shloka is designed in Sarvatobhadra and Ardha Brahmakara because it is about a battlefield, and on battlefield, the armies of both the parties stand like either like Ardha Brahmakara or Sarvatobhadra. They stand like in a circular manner, or they stand in front of each other. They face each other. And the last one, I'm sorry, today's session is a bit extended because we had the complicated kind of verses today. So the last is Padma Bandha. Now we have Padma Bandha, Muraja Bandha, Pushpa Bandha, Sarpa Bandha, different kind of bandha in Sanskrit Kavya. I have Padma Bandha because it is a unique one. So this is from I think from Rupa Goswami's Chitravakya. This is Rupa Goswami's Chitravakya. Kalavakya Sadaloka Kalodara Milavaka Kavaladhyadbhutanuka Kanuta Bhira Balaka. Okay, this is again the shloka is describing, or this shloka is attributed to Krishna, and we'll see what Padma Bandha is on your right hand side. You may observe this is the Padma, the Kamal, the lotus. Padma is a lotus, so this is the Padma. And how do you read the shloka? See, Kalavakya Sadaloka. Here they give it Kalavakya Sadaloka. You come back to Ka. You start second round from here. So Kalodara Milavaka. See here, I'll zoom in. Here they have given, this is the design. So this 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's do this here. Kalavakya Sadaloka Kalodara Milavaka Kavaladhyadbhuta Nuka Kanutabhira Balaka. Balaka, because this is from, I think this is from Bengal side, and therefore they have used va and ba in a different fashion. So Kala means sweet, Kalavakya, sweet, whose words are sweet. Kalavakya Sadaloka, Sat Aloka. Sat means by saintly devotees, Aloka, who is seen by saintly devotees. Sadaloka. Kala is on account of artistic skills. Kala Udara, Kalodara, who is great. Mila, please become manifested. Mila. So it is a prarthana. This is a request that please meet me. Mila. Avaka is one who protects, the protector. Avaka. Then Kavaladhyadbhutanuka. Kavala, morsel of food. You know, yesterday we saw that story that the Yashoda saw the whole Brahmanda, the whole universe, as a morsel in a form of a morsel of a food in his mouth. So Kavaladhyadbhutanuka. So Kavala with a morsel of food, Adi, and so on, etc. Adbhuta, he is wonderful, he is unique because of these kind of leela. Kavaladhyadbhutanuka. Uka is Lord Shiva.
Your voice was
Shiva.
breaking
So
for last sentence.
Okay. So Kavaladi Adbhuta Anuka. Anu Uka. Uka means Shiva. U means Shiva. Anu followed by. Anuka means one who is followed by Shiva. And Ka, only Ka means Brahma, the Lord Brahma. And by Lord Brahma. Kavaladyat Bhutanuka Kanutabhira Balaka. Ka by Lord Brahma. Nuta, who is worshipped by Lord Brahma. Kanuta Abhira Balaka. Abhira Balaka, a cow hair. Abhira, a cow hair, and Balaka, a boy. So this is the invocations to Lord Krishna. This is the invocation to Krishna that says, "O boy, Balaka, Abhira Balaka, O Lord who speaks sweetly, Kalavakya, O Lord seen by saintly devotees, Sadaloka, O supreme artist, Kalodara, O protector, Avaka, O you who appear wonderful, carrying a morsel of food," and so on. Kavaladyat Bhuta, then followed by Shiva, Anuka, then O Lord prayed by Brahma, Kanuta, O cowhead boy, Abhira Balaka, Mila, please appear before me, please meet me. This is again a request made to Krishna, but this verse is compounded. This verse can be designed in a lotus form. Again, lotus has a meaning here because Vishnu or Krishna loves lotus. Vishnu's favorite flower is lotus, and Krishna's eyes, or any beautiful eye, lips, hands, and feet, etc., are described as lotus in Sanskrit. So you can see Sri Ramachandra Kripalu Bhajamana. So Navakanja Lochana. So Padma Lochana or Padmayataksha. So the beautiful things, beautiful and wide open, wide and great things are described. They are given the upama of lotus, upama of Padma. Therefore, this shlok might be designed in a Padma Bandha using a design of lotus, because this shloka is an invocation of Lord Krishna, who is as gentle as lotus, whose mind, whose body, whose Balakrishna, so whose body, mind are as gentle as a Padma. So this was the last shloka, last Chitrakavya of our session, and this was the last session. So we will be taking the question answer sessions right now. So if you have any questions in your mind, you may ask.
Mahodaye, I don't have any questions. I'm wondered. It is such a wonder to see these videos. And while studying for MA, one of my friends had shared this shloka. I have shared here. Padupasya sadaloka kaloda hritadamaka kamadadhvari. Like the same way, the way you have shown here, that Padma Bandha. Like that she had done something. Now I don't remember it fully. Just now when you were telling, I thought I should share this with you.
Yes. Again, Rangesha Paduka is again Rangesha. That is again a Vishnu, right? Rangesha is Vishnu.
Shiva,
Krishna.
Ranganatha.
Yes,
Lord, it is Lord Ranganatha, Sri Rangam temple.
Yes. Sri Ranga. Yes. So it is again a shloka again about Krishna, and it might be designed in a Padma Bandha, because Padma is a favorite flower of Krishna. Abhijit Pandit, Abhijit ji, yes, you have raised your hand.
That was Bishakar.
Yeah, hi. Yeah, this was a very informative session. Just one question I had. You talked about Avadhanis, the people who actually perform these, the poems live
Yes.
and all. So, do we have any reference or any events that happen that we can attend, or are they
Yes.
available anywhere? Any
Yes,
references
yes,
to
yes.
such
So
events?
you may, yes, yes, yes. You may search for many Avadhanis. There is one famous Avadhani, Shatavadhani. He is Shatavadhani. He performs 100 Avadhanas or 100 questions at one time. So he is called as R Ganesha, Shatavadhani R Ganesha. So you can either follow him on social media pages, you can contact him on email, or you can simply search for Avadhana on internet, and on YouTube there are recordings of Avadhanam. There are Sanskrit, Tamil, and Telugu Avadhanam and Kannada Avadhanam available. R Ganesha or also performs Kannada Avadhana as well. So there are there are Avadhanas available on YouTube in different languages. But Sanskrit Avadhanam are there. Then there is one Avadhani called as Ramakrishna Pejattaya. There are many Avadhanis. There are Sahasravadhanis as well. I don't remember the names of all of these people, but these are very young people who are struggling to keep that art alive. So, and there is again one center for research of Avadhana as well. So you may go for by Chinmay Vishwa Vidyapitha, that is working on the research on Avadhana, art of Avadhana. So you may refer to that page as well.
Thanks.
Yes, Shankarji.
This last few verses that you projected, I noticed that there was no Anvaya Rachana given. I personally feel very comfortable if there is Anvaya Rachana given, but that's not there. Can you introduce
because
that?
No. See, if you go to Anvaya Rachana, you have to refer to the whole commentary, and that is really complicated. That's why we skipped that Anvaya and explaining the verse word by word, as we explained the word by word in the previous sessions. This is really, it is kind of a brilliant, not brilliant, but this is a Pandita work. In Sanskrit, we say that it is a Pandita Rachana. So it is really complicated grammar is involved. So you can't break each and every word. There are many samasas, and once it comes to samasa, it becomes really complicated to explain to a ground level audience. So therefore we skipped the Anvaya part for the last verses.
Ma'am. Hello, ma'am. Just like Alice entering a wonderland, ma'am has taken us really to the wonderland of Sanskrit poetry. It's really interesting, and for beginners, it is really tough, but ma'am has made it so simpler that we can understand the basics. It is quite informative and educative. Thank you, ma'am. And if suppose after reading all this, going through this, if I have some questions, is there any option for us to get the answers?
Yes, you can email the Open Pathashala email ID, info@openpathashala.
Or in WhatsApp also?
Yes, WhatsApp also, it will work. Okay. And we will respond there.
Okay, thank you.
Our youngest participant has written a small paragraph in the chat. I'll read it for everyone because she was the youngest one. So I really appreciate her efforts and her enthusiasm. So धन्यवादः राधिका महोदया. एषा कक्षा बहु उत्तमा आसीत्. I will be waiting for other classes from Open Pathashala by Open Pathashala. I loved it, and you taught us very nicely. I got to know in depth about the poetry of my favorite language. I will surely share this knowledge with my friends. Thank you so much. Please share this knowledge with your friends, because we need a lot of young minds to come and join and learn Sanskrit. And one of you might become an Avadhani, one of you might become some Chitrakavya, Chitrakavi, and one day we will appreciate your poetry, one day we will teach your poetry. So best of luck to your career and best of luck to your Sanskrit learning, and keep following Open Pathashala for such courses.
Thank you, ma'am.
Is there any question? Is there any suggestion maybe?
You must organize one workshop like this on samasas.
Yeah.
Start with Sandhi first.
Yeah.
First Sandhi, then Samas.
Yeah.
So Radhika ji, would it be possible to contact you on email or something in case, one of us is trying to write in the format of whatever you taught us here?
Again, Rahul.
Yeah, sure.
Hello?
I mean, you can reach out to us whenever need arises, and we will share the contact.
All
Yes.
right, thank you.
Madam, I have one last question.
Mm-hmm.
Could we say that this is a little like what we nowadays have, the modern concept slam poetry? Because slam poetry is also extempore. You're giving the topic at the last minute. Of course, there's not necessarily all these complicated structures which you have dealt with. Very, very, very in a very, very simple way, if you say, it is a little like slam poetry.
Might be.
Thank you.
I haven't seen any kind of slam poetry, or I haven't attended any session on slam poetry, so I'm not aware about what slam poetry is and how it goes. Therefore, I cannot say it is similar. But I'll request you, if you are interested, please go on YouTube channel and search for Avadhanam. Then you will be able to figure out whether it's similar or not. Yeah. Yes, I think no further questions are there. We can stop here for today, and I hope you will be there in our next workshops, whenever we announce, whenever we launch any new workshop. Please be connected to Open Pathashala for further updates and details. Thank you so much.
I have one suggestion just before we go. Can I make a suggestion? So the
Yes,
notes
sure.
you send for the shlokas, if you can, even in the notes, if you can include the sandhi, I mean the break, the way you are teaching, you break it and you give the meanings. That is not there in the notes. So even if you try to write it very fast, one cannot manage to keep the pace.
Yeah, right. Yes.
Just
We'll take care of it in our next.
Yes,
we'll take care of it in our next session.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so thank you very much, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this short workshop on Chitrakavyas. It was a niche section of Sanskrit language. It's such a huge literature available, and you have shown support and interest in joining this session. So we are really grateful for all this support and enthusiasm that you have shown. We will continue to bring such courses related to Sanskrit literature in future as well. So you will get email notifications from our end. And these recorded sessions are available till November end. So feel free to log into website and access them. I hope you get you are able to recognize the patterns whenever you find such Chitrakavyas on internet, or when someone sends you such verses, and you are able to recognize and identify the pattern in that we have shown in this workshop. So thank you very much, everyone. Namaste.
Namaste and dhanyavad.
Dhanyawada.
Dhanyawada.